Hello, my name is Abel Munoz. This is a little briefing on my life, how I came to Christ and closer with God myself. I've always been a strong believer in God and Jesus Christ himself. I've been a Catholic all my life, born and raised and baptized Catholic. Still a Christian as we are now here today. But there was events in my life that led me and strayed me away from God and Christ. It was trying times and very hard times for me and my family. There was a death in our family, my boy by the name of Paul Vincent. He was killed in a car accident and pretty much left me in very deep distraught at his age, because we're not here supposed to bury our children. Our children are supposed to bury us. It was a very dark, rainy, stormy night, and I believed that my son would have been okay in a bad travel time that he was in. Unfortunately, he was not. He was hit by an 18-wheeler on the interstate and killed him and his best friend instantly. It was a trying time and very troublesome. He too was a very strong Catholic. And in his time in trial, he also loved and believed in God as we all did. Mom and Dad raised us to be faithful and trusting in God. But the night my son was killed, it was a turn of events. It led me astray in questioning God and my faith in God and my belief in God, to the point where I thought the Bible was just a book and stories to try and make you feel better about yourself. I said, there is no God. There is no Jesus Christ to come and save us, because of the death of my son, who also believed in God and Jesus Christ. But I was wrong. After a couple years of giving myself to God, I turned from him. I said, it's stories, lies. Hated myself for what was going on. Until one night in my hatred and a deep sleep, I woke up in a deep sweat, crying and wondering what had just happened. I had been approached by an angel, what I believe in my dreams, or whether I was awakened by an angel, and said, your fear and your hatred and your thoughts are forgiven by God. You question about your son, why he was killed? The only way to find out is through God. Through me. You question us, you question me. But you want to find out the truth, Abel? You have to come back to God. You have to open your heart and believe in Jesus Christ. And I did. I woke up so afraid, hurt, I was crying. I had no idea what it was, what had just happened. But I believe in my heart that was God reaching out to me and saying, I understand. I believe your fears and your cries, but the only way you will know the truth is through me. And that's when I led myself back to God. I dropped to my knees. I asked for forgiveness for everything bad that I said, every wrongdoing I did. And he did. He forgave me. He opened his heart and brought me back in. I approached the church and my pastor, and I told him of this story. And I said, this is how I found out that the only way that I would know the truth after life on earth was to go back to God and Jesus Christ. And I did, and I'm thankful. My life has gotten better. My world is great. My belief in God is stronger now than ever. So for those of you wanting to know the truth of anything that's ever happened, now or in the afterlife, it's through Christ Almighty himself. God will be the answers the day we pass. And that's the only thing we can do on earth, is believe in God until the day we see him and our loved ones in the past, in the future, and that have already passed before us. So anyone listening to this testimony of mine, God is true. Jesus lives, because they came to me in a dream, or what I thought was a dream, and spoke to me. The only way we will ever know the truth on this earth is through Christ Almighty and God himself. I pray for you. I pray for everyone out there. Trust and believe in God. I love you, brothers and sisters in God. Amen.